Hello, everybody. Sorry, I am a minute late. I was about to do this Facebook Live outside. It was beautiful out. And then all of a sudden, somebody's lawnmower came. So I had to quickly shift back inside. So I apologize for that. But let's get started. Actually, my dog is walking around. I'm going to introduce you to my dog. Hold on a second. I'm sure you guys have seen him. His name is Toby. He's a Coton de Tulier, and he's super lovable but a little anxious. Um, okay, I'll let you go, Toby. So, hello. People are starting to come in. I am going on vacation the end of this week, so I'm going to be off the grid for 2 weeks, but I will be back to do my Facebook Live when I come back. So are you guys ready for my next giveaway? It ends this Friday, and Freddie said to me, you didn't mention that it was a burn cream. And so if I did forget to do that, I apologize. It is an unbelievable burn cream. It is a Chinese medicine with all these herbs in it, and it has saved me in so many occasions. And she said, remind them to put it in the kitchen and remember where you put it. So yes, of course. So stick with me and I'll tell you how to enter for this week. Okay, so stay till the end to get the details. Today we're going to talk about sitting with your emotions and why I don't believe we should do that. So my name is siupinghealing, and I'm a qigong healer and an acupuncturist. And I teach people how to be able to use the power of their qi that's inside of them, the qi also outside of them, to help them to get back in charge with their life. So I would love to start by having you guys send me some love. Give me an emoji, give me a heart. Send me this energy that I'm going to give back to you. It's really important to give and receive. Freddie, yes, finally found you. Sorry, I think it's because I came a little bit late, so I apologize for that. I know it just kind of shows up because I'm on my own Facebook and I don't see it at all. So I don't know where it is, but somebody told me it just shows up. Andrea, hello, Andrea. Thank you. Kathleen, oh, so glad to have you here. And Rhonda, excellent. So I received a message from a woman named, sorry, I think it's Basitsana, and I had asked her, and she's from South Africa, and I had asked her to join me today on Facebook Live. So I don't know if she's here or if she's going to watch a replay. Hello. She had responded to something that I had written in an art on a post, and it was about forgiveness. And I talked about how after I was able to release this energy and forgive, it was just really a game changer. I'm not going to talk too much about it because that's going to be a whole nother topic. And she said, well, how can you forgive when every time I see this person, I get triggered? So we're going to address that in a future Facebook Live episode. But today we're just going to start talking about sitting with uncomfortable emotions. Hey, Claudia, nice to have you. And that's a good start because obviously with forgiveness, it's a lot of uncomfortable emotions and a lot of uncomfortable things that we want to figure out how to process. So one of the things about sitting with your emotions is it's really tough to process what's going on when we feel like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but like crap. I'll say crap instead. Because when we don't feel good about a situation, then why do we want to sit in it? And some people say, well, it'll help you process, but I don't want to process it while I'm feeling like icky and crappy. What I need to do is get beyond it so that then I can have clarity. And I was thinking today, it's just like, can you imagine if you fall into like, I don't know, I hate spiders. Let's say I'm surrounded by spiders and somehow some stupid move I did landed me in this place. So why do I want to sit with these spiders all around me? Because it's really not a great feeling, and I don't want that. So what I need to do is figure out how to remove myself. And then after I remove it, then I can maybe have some clarity and say, well, what did I do to get me there? And that's actually, that part is actually quite important, is to try and figure that out. But we can't quite figure it out if you're in the middle of it. So if you agree with me on that, right? Hard to sit with emotions that you don't want to sit with. Please type in, I agree. Don't sit with the emotions. Love to hear if I'm on the right track with you guys. So something happened to me over the weekend where I had to deal with something that was very uncomfortable. And I just started feeling it, the pit in my stomach. I'm sure you guys know exactly that feeling. It was rising up. And what's interesting is that most of us will start to think, what did I eat? First thing I thought of, what did I eat? But because of my work, I said, wait a minute, I had the same thing. Let me just dig in a little bit and think beyond. Is it a possibility that's something else? Well, it was clearly something else, because I had something that I had to do that I didn't want to do. I had to confront somebody, and it was very difficult. And and I'll tell you, even talking about it now creates that knot in my stomach. So why do I want to sit with that feeling? It's really a bad feeling. So what I want to do is I want to clear and transform that feeling, because I can't possibly process, because what if I shouldn't be doing this, or I should be doing this a different way. I want to get some clarity. It's really hard to get clarity when you're upset. And once we can clear it, then we get to a balanced state. That's when we want to be able to process. And that's really important. I want to make sure you guys understand that. We can't process in a negative state, because all we're thinking about is, how the heck do I get out of it so that I feel good again? Really important. So that's what we're going to do today. How do we clear it and then hopefully get the clarity to help us process? But before we start doing the qigong, I want to share something that a few people have said to me. And in my private group, they reminded me of it this morning, that, they can't follow my breath. My breath is slower and longer, or my movements are a little bit slower. And I had the same issues when I studied with my qigong masters. I couldn't keep up. But I think what I realized at the very beginning is what really helped me connect to this energy so much quicker, was that I really wasn't following them. I was just allowing their energy to guide me. And that is really what I do in my qigong, because my style of qigong is to guide the energy into you so that you develop your relationship with it, because it's so important. This is your relationship with your energy. I don't need you to follow my movements, my breath. If it works for you, great. But if you get so zoned out and you love what you're feeling, continue doing that. Somebody said to me the other day, I can't see your face. Well, you know what? Fortunately, you don't need to see my face, because they're like, well, when you transition, I don't realize. Well, that's great. If you are in that space where that you're so in the zone and you aren't following me, I love it, because that is truly what I'm about. So get into your chi zone, your zen zone, and let me help you do that. Let my energy help guide you. And if you can follow me, great, whatever goes. One of the things that Freddie always says is, one of the things I love about your qigong is that you never tell me what I need to do. We're often so told all the time, what do you need to do? What do I need to do? And I'm like, I'm going to show you by you getting back in touch with yourself. So I wanted to make sure that we understood that. And so let's get started. Let's do some qigong to shift our energy, release it so that we can process and see it better. Okay. Let me get up to, I'm going to have to turn this down a little bit. All right. Go down a little bit more. Okay. After all that energy that I just spend giving to you guys, when I go into qigong, I want that energy grounded back in me, because the only way that I can continue to share my energy is I need to be able to recoup it. So I always do a nice grounding breath, right? I inhale, I feel the energy going up, lifting me up through the top of my head, and then I slowly let it descend, let it drop, and I feel it going all the way down. And then I let the chi take over. I let Earth's chi take over to ground me. And in that space, I hear and feel that magnetic pull. And now I'm rooted. And then we do our opening. Go down and grab the chi as we inhale. Exhale and create a halo, a ball, whatever you want to call it, all around you. And then inside our little bubble, I want to rearrange my energy. Inhale. I'm rearranging my energy with all of you and the world that we live in, because we don't live in a bubble. And now, for me, the energy really affected my stomach channel, and then of course right into my heart, this knot. So we're going to work, and I think that's what happens to a lot of people when they go and they feel uncomfortable, that emotion. It really generally sits up in here, of course in other places as well. But today we're going to really talk about how to clear the energy and transform it in our stomach channel. So the first thing is, let's do a simple bounce, right? Get our energy moving. And of course you can do whatever intensity of the bounce. Mine tends to be a little bit soft, a little flowing. I've worked with some, I used to work with a lot, mostly male practitioners, male qigong practitioners, and they're stronger, they're heavier. And I didn't realize that, their motions are faster. And I didn't realize just the differences that, yeah, I think they're just more male than I am. And so I march to the tune, to the beat of my own rhythm. And I invite you to do the same. And my arms are starting to get a little heavy. Why? Because now in that release of the heavy energy, starting to descend. And that's what we want negative energy to do, descend. Yep. And we come to a gentle stop. Spend a few moments feeling this energy, heavy, light. Just kind of be aware. Where is it feeling heavy in your body? Where is it feeling light in your body? No judgment. Just be in awe of it. And now, because this energy is in my stomach area, I'm going to start just energizing and tapping the energy from my stomach channel, which starts right here under the eyes. So I'm just going to tap, go down the side of my throat, go down here, and this area here is a little bit tight, so I'll hit that a little harder. Follow your body. Where do you feel the tension? Go down into your lower abdomen. And then the stomach channel bifurcates down this lateral side of the leg. So go down your thigh, over your kneecap, down. And then come back around to the inside of your leg and travel up again. And let's continue. Let's do a couple of rounds of this. Go up, underneath your eyes, tap, down into your stomach, firm, light, whatever works for you, down. And then when I go below my knee, I kind of go into this karate chop, because that's what it feels good. And then I pound down the side, this is side of my legs. I go in, come back up, And let's do that again. One more round. Awaken the stomach channel. Okay, we've awakened. Hopefully you're going to feel scintillating, tingling sensation along the stomach channel in your abdomen. We've awakened it. So now I want to release that negative energy. And we're going to do that with the who sound. And the who, we're going to inhale, bring that energy in, and we're going to use the who, to release the sound and the energy to pull it up from out of us and release it out. So let's do that, right? We're going to go inhale, connect, do that in chi breath, and then and notice that who starts from here. I'm using that sound and the energy going up through here and then out. So then again, inhale, connect deep into your belly, and wow, that felt good. We're going to do it a few more times. Inhale. And again. And let's place our hands on our lower dantian. Wow. Definitely release some energy. Do we want to end here? No. After you release energy, you got to refill it with good energy. So let's go down, grab some energy, go down, lift up the energy, bring it overhead. This is the inhale. And on the exhale, let the energy slowly descend through the stomach channel or wherever it wants to, past your groin, down your leg, over your knees, and continue to follow it down even as your arms are extended. Feel it connect deep into the earth. Now let's go down, really dig into the earth, dig deep into the earth, extracting all the nutrients, connecting it to the universe. And exhale, let it go down. Filling up the space where that negative energy was residing. And one more time, dig, dig, dig deep into the earth. Lift, connect. And the exhale, let it just go down. What does it feel like as it's moving through your body? And now we go into a prayer position. And now, if we want to process, we can. But we don't want to process with our brain. We want to process with our soul. And in my private group, in my own private time, we spend a lot of time in this space. I am chi, chi is me. thank all of you for sharing your energy with me. And let's close, creating this beautiful ball all around us. Grab the chi again, and because now we're going to live in harmony with everybody else around us. Okay, I hope that felt great for you. Love to get comments. Please tell me, how do you feel right now? I feel great. I feel really good. Whatever last bit of stuff that was inside of me is really clearing. So it's amazing. So now let's just talk a little bit about this burn cream, right? Claudia, a little lighter and calmer. Yes, that is what chi does, because chi is light and calm. So in order to enter, we're going to, for this week, we're going to type in hashtag let it go. And if you're watching replay, type in hashtag replay, let it go. Or type in replay, hashtag let it go. So you can double your chances if you watch the last Facebook Live and you commented whatever that code word is, and then I will aggregate between that and this one, and then I will pick the winner on Friday or maybe Saturday morning. Kathleen, that was great. Calmer. Oh, that's wonderful. She says, I hope I can watch that again. Well, don't worry, we can do it again in our group. And shipping is free only in the US, sorry. If you do live outside the US and you want it, then you'll have to pay shipping. And as a reminder, let's continue to grow this energy. And I need your help. Like my posts, comment if you do, and invite your friends to join. And really, questions and comments are the best way for me to help you. Even in my own group, I say, you need to ask me questions because I'm not you. And the only way I can help you understand this feeling is that we're going to figure out how you can do it. I'm just a guide. But if I want to place my hands right, I do left over right, which is supposed to be men. That's what feels right for me. But if it feels right for you, right or left, excellent. That's what you should do. So I am off for 2 weeks, and I will see you again in my next Facebook Live. So thank you so much for joining me, and until then, continue to live in positive chi. Bye.